Nova Labs CEO Amir Haleem dropped a massive 5G proof of coverage teaser for the community in the 5G Discord just a few days ago. This massive proof of coverage and hardware prototype teaser arrived just as HNT price dipped down into the $15 range. Coincidentally, it also came just after speculators in the Discord were discussing the Helium network's build-out and capabilities versus a competitor, Pollen Mobile's progress. The teaser is certainly a welcome surprise and provides reassurance that the Helium developers are working diligently to roll out 5G coverage on the Helium network, but there is still some confusion around what exactly Amir was illustrating. Let's take a look at the details in today's video. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video here in the Crypto Compound channel. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you guys are having a great day. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in. Today's video, we are going to be discussing some major 5G proof of coverage teasers that Capcom here, aka Amir Haleem, CEO of Nova Labs, has put in the Discord. These teasers come at very interesting times. This was on 4/22, just a few days ago, when HNT was approaching the lows of this more recent downturn, and just yesterday reached its ultimate low into the $15 range. No telling right now if that is the bottom. Stay tuned for more price analysis videos with regards to that. But these teasers are extremely interesting. There is one here outlining some 5G proof of coverage. As you can see, he says 5G proof of coverage is getting interesting. And he also provides a nice little prototype picture here that is some 5G specific hardware. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, these teasers come at a perfect time just after a lot of people here in the Discord were speculating regarding some developments on Pollen Mobile's network, which is very interesting. I think Amir wanted to get a little bit ahead of some speculation there, but regardless, this is very interesting and very exciting news for the Helium network. In today's video, we're also going to be discussing this 5G coverage map here. As you can see on the bottom right hand side of your screen, there is another 5G layer here that is selectable on the Helium Explorer. So we will also take a look at this. Now guys, before we jump into the video today, I did want to mention one thing which I have been putting off for far too long, but I think BFG Neil and the Gristle King have unknowingly ended my procrastination, and I really have to get this going. I have been meaning to start some Helium related merch for quite a while, and I just haven't, but BFG Neil here's message with regards to the lack of Helium merch and Gristle King leading the pack here has really inspired me now to finally jump in and do this. So I think I'm going to get that started. I really hope to get it within the next week or two online, but let me know what you guys think. If you want hats, t-shirts, what kind of stuff, if anything, you guys would be interested in. Of course, I want it to be stuff that people would want, maybe mugs or tumblers, I don't know. Let me know what kind of stuff you guys would be interested in. I just wanted to throw that out there to see what you guys think. But guys, back to this teaser here. As we can see, Capcom saying 5G proof of coverage is getting interesting. Now, if we look closely, this is clearly some sort of map review with regards to the 5G coverage on the Helium network and some proof of coverage with regards to somebody driving around and mapping this coverage. Now, interestingly enough, if we go over to the 5G mapper, we can see that there are 4 hexes here that are highlighted in this same area, as we can see from about Albany through Berkeley down to Oakland. And if we look over here, this is the area where we're looking at. You could almost include these 2 spots, maybe this one for sure, not so much this one, but it's this area that he is showing on that mapper, which is really cool. But I still don't fully understand how to read this 5G coverage map, because if we look over here and we click off the 5G, we can see that it is just showing us the actual hotspots that are in this hex. And if we go over to the 5G, it still shows us the same one. And obviously these aren't 5G nodes here. So what I think is happening is these hexes aren't actually showing the exact information with regards to the 5G layer. It is just showing a hex where there is a 5G deployment. Now, obviously there is some serious excitement here in the Discord with regards to this update, but somebody makes a good point here and he says, amazing, I can only see a few Freedom 5 radios in that area. I think that person is referring to these 5 or these 4 red hexes on the 5G map. And Amir does provide some clarity. He says we scan for every cell, not just helium, in range and send the results via LoRaWAN. Amir elaborates and he says it allows us to do a few things that you can't do if you're just attaching to individual cells, which we still do for verification. Then, of course, somebody asks if that requires some sort of special hardware that then validates that information that has LoRaWAN in it. Amir confirms yes, and then does provide a prototype of some sort of hardware here, as we can see with some information blurred out. But of course, this looks about the same size as a standard rack miner per se. I don't know what this piece of hardware is or who made it or what exactly it is doing, but this is very, very exciting stuff for the Helium community, for this 5G rollout that everybody is anticipating so heavily. And of course, I think that this was intended to try and stop the free fall here we have been seeing in the HNT price. Of course, now we're sort of in no man's land. We can easily go all the way back to $15 at this point, and even below is totally in play considering the macro and global crypto and equity markets. Now, there is a lot more information here in which people discuss the potentials of what this proof of coverage and this hardware might mean for the Helium network. All really, really exciting stuff. I think this was Amir's intentions, was to reassure people that there is some real progress being made here on the 5G front for the Helium network, and I think he has succeeded. Now, if we scroll down even farther, Amir provides a little bit more information into the timeline here. People here are talking about the actual data transfer here of 5G and Freedom Fi devices. And Pirate Elmo here says, because it's not live and won't be for a few more months, getting radio on a mountain isn't going to do much either. Find a commercial location and wait for it to go live. That's all you can do. Amir responds and says, trying to go a lot faster than this. That is very reassuring. It is good to see that Amir is in here acknowledging the fact that everyone is waiting for this to be rolled out. I think he feels the pressure. I think all of Nova Labs and everyone feels the pressure, of course, but this sort of stuff and this sort of development does take time, but it is very reassuring to see comments like this from the CEO of Nova Labs. Now, perhaps the most important message here from Amir in this chat comes just yesterday. Somebody is talking about what sort of companies we can see that are planning to use the network, and Pirate Elmo responds, expect proof of coverage for a while. Amir to this responds with, I think you'll like what comes next. Guys, that is huge coming from the CEO of Nova Labs. That is really exciting stuff. I cannot wait to see what Amir here might be referring to and what sort of news we can expect over the next week or two. Let me know what you guys think it might be. But guys, this is really interesting stuff. Amir has been very active in this 5G Discord channel. Really exciting stuff. I hope that you guys found this helpful. Please let me know any questions or comments down below. But this is really exciting context here in the Discord coming directly from Amir. And of course, I think this really does reinforce the idea that we've talked about in a few technical analysis videos, and that is that Helium is building while this downtrend is happening. Helium is becoming more valuable and building its network out even farther each and every day, even as the price does decline. This serves as a tremendous buying opportunity. Of course, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. I'm here for the long haul. As I say in a few videos, we always have to think months to years, not days to weeks. This is really important when building out something like Helium. And with all of this type of progress being made, I think it is very important to think long term. And as always, I would be dollar cost averaging here at these levels if you are looking to invest in Helium over the long term. That is just what I'm doing. That is not financial advice. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are on all of this. Stay tuned for more price analysis coming up towards the end of the week once we see where Helium goes over the next 24 to 48 hours. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please hit that like and subscribe if you have not already. But just like that, this video is over, and I will see you next time.